Do you know you're being followed? You have followers. Do you know you have an enemy following you? Most Christians have found Jesus, but they don't follow the Jesus they have found. So, do you follow Jesus? Do you follow Jesus more than you follow all the other things in life? Like, let me give you an example. Do you follow Jesus like you follow trends in life? You know, trends, things that are trending, right? What everyone is buying. Like, when the iPhone 15 Pro comes out, and everyone is buying the new iPhone 15 Pro, you also want to buy it, right? Because everyone is buying it. It's trending. It's trending. That's why you want to buy it. Even though you know you cannot afford the new iPhone 15 Pro. Even though you know you don't have the money to buy the new iPhone 15 Pro, but you still want to buy it because everyone is buying it, right? It's trending. Like, even though the only way that you can afford the new iPhone 15 Pro is by selling one of your kidneys. Right? But then you realize, oh, I've already sold one kidney to buy the previous iPhone. The real problem is not all the things that you're following. The real problem is all the things that are following you. Do you know you're being followed? You have followers. Do you know you have an enemy following you? Do you know you have attacks following you? Do you know you have plans that are sent to harm you, that are following you? Do you know there are weapons sent to destroy you that are following you? Do you know there are powers and principalities sent to destroy your life that are following you? Here's the story. Exodus 14. When it was reported to the king of Egypt, who was the king of Egypt? Pharaoh. That the people had fled, the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people. And the king and his servants said, "What in the world have we done?" Did you hear that? Who is that talking? Who's that talking? The devil is talking, because this is the conversation in hell going on. What in the world have we done? When hell looks at you right now at Limitless Church, and believers sitting in church instead of staying at home, believers sitting in church with faith instead of being high and hungover from the party last night and being lazy and distracted, when the devil looks at you, he says this to his demons: "What in the world have we done? What in the world have we done? For we have released the people of Israel. We have released the people of Israel from serving us." And then but then he doesn't keep quiet. Oh, what do you think? That you're clapping and the devil is just, "What have we done?" No. He's a little smart. He took the form of a snake. He's a little smart. And then he prepared his chariots and took his army with him. And he took 600 select chariots, and all the rest of the chariots of Egypt and officers, all of them. But the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and he chased after the Israelites. Now the Israelites were going out defiantly, right? You stood up and you said, "Yeah." Some of you did not say. Some of you still serving the devil. But most of you who have Jesus on the inside, they cheer in the house of the Lord. Yeah, see, some of you still serving the devil. But they were going out defiantly, and so the Egyptians chased after them, and all the horses, chariots of Pharaoh, his horsemen, his army, they overtook them when they were camping by the sea beside, Adi, say the name, see, she's delaying on, before Baal Zephon. And when, say Pharaoh at least. Okay. When Pharaoh, last evening she said something else. When for Pharaoh, she said Philistines. When Pharaoh got closer, the Israelites, look back. Why do you look back? They look back, and when you look back, you see an army marching after you. and then you get terrified. The reason for your fear is the stupid thing that you do by looking back. That's the only reason for your fear right now, is because you look back. Some of you looking forward at my face, but your minds have looked back on the fear of tomorrow because you're looking back. Looking back makes you quit on the future that God has for you. Looking back makes you quit on the promises that God has yet to release over your life. Looking back makes you quit on everything that God has in store. Looking back is scary. When they look back, they were what? Because surprise, when you look back, you'll always see the enemy following you. Let me show you something interesting, okay? Let me show you. It's scary, but it's interesting. You need to know this. Check this out, okay? I'm telling you the reality about your life. This is the attack that Pharaoh brought. Pharaoh never went alone. He took with him 600 select chariots and all the rest of the chariots of Egypt. And on them, he put officers on all of them. You see this? Keep it on, okay? The devil doesn't come after you alone. He comes with an army. He comes with his chariots. He comes with sickness. He comes with poverty. He comes with failure. He comes with fear. He comes with anxiety. He comes with 600 select attacks. He selects the attacks because you are precious. You are important. You are powerful. He knows what you hold inside of you. That's why he needs his select best attacks. He selects the attacks, and on them, he puts his officers. On the attacks, there's always going to be a demon. So, bro, there's a demon on your back. It's true. Turn to your neighbor, okay, and do this to their back and say, there's a demon on your back. Go ahead. It's true. It's true. Some people are, I refuse to claim that. Listen, it's okay as long as the demon is on your back. Because if you don't have a demon on your back, then you have a demon in your heart. As long as you have Jesus in your heart, the demon can only be on your back. And it's okay if you have the demon on your back, because the demon on your back does not want to kill you. He does not. Egyptians did not want to kill the Israelites. The demon on your back doesn't want to kill you. The demon on your back only wants one thing. He only wants to pull you back. And the only way they can pull you back is by making you look back. And the most powerful thing you can do is don't look back. Turn to your neighbor and say, don't look back. Go ahead. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. The most powerful thing that you can do in life is not look back. Your life will change dramatically if you just stop looking back. Most of the problems that you have will stop affecting you. You have problems, but they'll stop affecting you if you stop looking back. Most of the hurts will stop hurting you if you stop looking back. Your life will change. The weapon will be formed. For sure, the Bible says it. The weapon will be formed, but the weapon will not prosper. If you don't look at the weapon. If you don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. And it's sad how so many Christians are, they're tempted, are they, to look back. They're tempted. They're deceived into looking back in the name of inner healing. You heard of inner healing? It's a powerful thing, but inner healing does not mean look back. Quiet church. Why? Looking back is psychology. And I love psychology. It helps you to study the power of the mind. But there's a fine line between psychology and Christianity. And that line is looking back. We don't look back. People of God never look back. We never look back on the wrongs that we've done. We never look back at the problems that we face. We never look back on the hurts in our life. We never look back. Our God is not a God who makes you look back, because He cancelled your back. He destroyed your back. There is nothing back there. Crying out is not crying out because of your back. It's to cry out for the future that God has for you. I'm going to cry out for every blessing that God has for you. For you, not for me. My purpose is you. My cries are your blessings. This is what God said to the people who were crying out. Check this out, okay? This is a spit on the face of people who cry out. The Lord said to Moses, "Why do you cry out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on." Move on. So, if I am supposed to be your Moses for today, then I'm supposed to tell you this thing. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on forward. Do you know you're forward? Do you know where God, question, where was God telling the Israelites to move? In which direction? Promised land direction. Which direction is God asking you to move? Your promises. What are your promises? Let me remind you, because clearly the church has forgotten. This is your promises. This is your promises. Deuteronomy. Oh, I love this. 28. We're going there again. You will be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. Move towards these promises. The fruit of your womb will be blessed. Your basket and your bowl will be blessed. Your bank account and your business will be blessed. You'll be blessed when you come in, blessed when you go out. Wherever you go, even though you walk through the valley of that, you will be blessed. The Lord will grant you abundant prosperity. He will make you the head and not the tail. You'll be at the top and never at the bottom. And the Lord will open the heavens over your life. He's opening the heavens over your life. This is your promised land. This is your promised land. This is your covenant made by God Himself, sealed by the blood of Jesus. Jesus had to die to shed His blood so that His blood could seal this for you. And Jesus, when He says, "Come follow me," what He's saying is, follow me into the promises that I have. Because I'm your New Testament Moses. I'm your New Testament Joshua. So follow me into your promised land. I have prepared a land of blessings. I have prepared a covenant of blessings for you. And I sealed it with my own blood. Follow me into your blessings. Follow me into your blessings. But Jesus, there's a sea in front of me. How can I move on when there's a sea in front of me? And Jesus says, don't worry about the Red Sea. When you start moving, the sea will start splitting. But Jesus, I have the sickness in my body. How can I move with the sickness? When you start moving, the sickness will start leaving. But Jesus, I have no opportunities, I have no jobs, all the doors are closed. Don't worry about closed doors, says Jesus. When you start moving, the doors will start opening. But I have no money, I have no funds. How can I start my business with no funds? And Jesus says, don't worry about money. When you start moving, the money will start pouring. Because Jesus says, all the money in the world, all the wealth in the world is mine, and I've kept it for my sons and daughters so that they can change the world, so that they can fulfill their purpose in life. All the wealth in the world is waiting. All the opportunities in the world are waiting. All the doors closed in your life are waiting. All the sickness in your body is waiting and waiting and waiting for you to start moving and moving and moving and moving. All of creation, all of the universe, all the world is waiting anxiously for the sons and daughters of God to be revealed, says the Bible. All of creation is waiting for believers to make your move. So here's my word for you, Limitless Church. Make your move. Make your move. I don't care what your past is. Make your move. I don't care what happened the last time you moved. Make your move. And I believe and I declare that as you make your move, the sea will start splitting, the doors will start opening, the money will start pouring, the sickness will start leaving. And like Moses raised the staff over the Red Sea, I raise this word over your life. And I say, make your move in Jesus' mighty name.